Close your eyes. Before the world reaches for you, before memory, responsibility, or identity return, feel this moment where nothing is required. The morning has already arrived, and it arrives without pressure. Light moves softly through space, and the universe is not asking you to hurry. It is asking you to rest. Notice that you are here, aware, breathing, held by something greater than effort. This awareness alone begins to change your inner chemistry. Feel the breath enter the body slowly, gently, as if the body is remembering how to breathe without fear. The inhale opens space inside the chest. The exhale releases old tension that no longer needs to be carried forward. Each breath becomes a message of safety moving through the nervous system. The body has spent so much time anticipating, preparing, protecting. Now it feels permission to soften. Shoulders drop, the jaw loosens, the belly relaxes. Muscles release their silent vigilance. Nothing is wrong in this moment. As the breath deepens, awareness begins to shift from the mind into the body. You feel yourself inhabiting this moment more fully. Thoughts slow, not because you stop them, but because they no longer need to compete for attention. The present moment becomes more interesting than worry. Feel the heart now, not emotionally, physically. That steady rhythm, ancient and intelligent, beating without instruction. The heart does not rush. It does not doubt. It simply keeps time. As attention rests on the heart, something subtle begins to happen. The brain starts to listen. The body starts to align. Signals change. Chemistry shifts. The internal environment becomes coherent, ordered, receptive. This is not imagination. This is communication. This is the body responding to presence. I feel calm moving through me like warm current. I feel steadiness replacing urgency. I feel clarity where noise once lived. The morning light seems to move inward now, illuminating the space behind the eyes, the center of the chest, the quiet field within. This light does not demand change. It restores balance simply by being felt. I rest in this coherence. I allow it to deepen. Gratitude begins to arise naturally, not forced, not rehearsed. Gratitude as recognition. Recognition that this breath is enough, that this body is intelligent, that this moment is complete. I feel appreciation expanding the chest, softening the edges of thought. Gratitude signals the nervous system. There is nothing missing, nothing to chase, nothing to defend against. In this state, the body begins to trust life again. I live from the heart. I feel the brain quiet, receptive, clear. Heart and mind move together now, not in conflict. Energy awakens gently at the center of the body, not as excitement, but as presence. A calm vitality rises, steady and grounded. This energy does not push, it flows. It informs the day without effort. I embody clarity. I embody calm. I embody trust. Purpose does not feel heavy here. It feels obvious. When the mind is still and the heart is open, the next step reveals itself naturally. I do not need to figure life out. I allow life to move through me. Abundance is felt as openness, as space, as ease. I feel supported by something larger than thought. I feel connected to the field around me. The quiet intelligence that organizes stars, breath, and timing. I am not separate from it. I am inside it. The day ahead no longer feels like something to survive. It feels like something to inhabit. I sense myself moving through the hours with steadiness. Situations arise, and I remain present. Breath stays slow. The heart stays open. The body stays grounded. I respond instead of react. I move instead of rush. I allow stillness to lead movement. I allow awareness to guide action. There is nothing to prove today. There is only something to embody. I remain here a little longer, letting this state anchor itself into the body, knowing this coherence is not temporary. It is accessible. It is familiar. It is who I am when I return to now. As this stillness deepens, the body no longer feels like something you inhabit briefly. It feels like a sanctuary. Awareness moves through you like warm light, touching the chest, the spine, the center of your being, as if every cell is being reminded that it belongs. There is no urgency here, no striving, no unfinished becoming, only presence settling into itself. The nervous system recognizes this language immediately. It softens its grip. Muscles release their quiet guarding. The inner world widens like a horizon opening after a long night. The body understands now. There is nothing it needs to brace for. You are not approaching peace. You are resting inside it. The heart continues its gentle rhythm, patient and faithful. Each beat carries reassurance, a steady whisper moving through the bloodstream, telling every system, every cell, that it is safe to slow down. The mind listens. The body agrees. A tender warmth blooms in the chest, like sunlight spreading across calm water at dawn. This warmth is not excitement. It is alignment. It is the feeling of being exactly where you are meant to be. I feel at home in myself. I allow ease to hold me. Thoughts drift through awareness like feathers on the breeze. They no longer demand attention. They no longer pull you away. You remain spacious enough to let them pass without following. In this spaciousness, old emotional weight begins to dissolve. Not dramatically, not forcefully, softly. Reactions that once lived in the body lose their anchor when the body no longer believes it must defend itself. The past loosens its grip. The present opens its arms. You sense a quiet intelligence moving beneath the surface of thought. Systems aligning, rhythms remembering themselves, energy returning to harmony. This is the body remembering how to regulate, how to trust, how to heal without effort. Breath flows like a tide. The face softens. The space behind the eyes becomes luminous. There is a feeling of being held, not by anything dramatic, but by life itself. Held by gravity, held by breath, held by the same intelligence that turns night into morning without asking permission. I rest in awareness. I live from stillness. Gratitude begins to rise like a gentle wave, not as words, but as sensation. A fullness in the chest, a soft glow behind the heart. Gratitude is not summoned. It reveals itself when nothing feels missing. I feel grateful for this breath. I feel grateful for this body. I feel grateful for this quiet moment of being. Gratitude tells the nervous system that the search can end, that this moment is sufficient, that life is already offering support. In gratitude, the body stops reaching outward and begins to receive. Abundance reveals itself naturally here, not as accumulation, but as flow, as spaciousness, as the quiet knowing that there is enough, and that more arrives without struggle when the heart is open. I live in abundance. I receive life with ease. I trust what flows toward me. Abundance feels like breath, moving freely through the lungs, like time slowing down, like knowing you do not need to force outcomes for life to meet you halfway. When the nervous system is calm, the world responds differently. Identity shifts gently, like a garment being set down. You are no longer defined by urgency or reaction. You are defined by presence, by the ability to remain open, grounded, and steady as life unfolds. You sense yourself moving through the day, a head wrapped in this calm coherence. Voices arise, tasks appear, moments pass, and through it all, your breath remains connected, your awareness embodied, your heart engaged. Effort dissolves into flow. I embody clarity. I embody purpose. I move with life, not against it. Purpose feels lighter here. It is not a destination. It is alignment. When the heart and mind move together, the next step becomes obvious. You are not pushing forward. You are being carried by clarity. Trust deepens in the body, like roots settling into fertile ground. Trust that you are supported. Trust that timing is intelligent. Trust that you do not need to control everything to be safe. I trust the unfolding of my life. I am supported in seen and unseen ways. Stay here a little longer. Let this state sink into the nervous system, into memory, into muscle and breath. The body learns through feeling, through safety, through repetition. I return to balance naturally. This calm lives within me. As awareness slowly expands outward, you feel grounded rather than pulled, present rather than hurried, awake without tension. This peace does not fade when the meditation ends. It walks with you. It lives in your posture, in your voice, in the way you meet the world. You are not entering the day from habit. You are entering it from coherence. And deep within, the body knows it is safe. It is supported. It is enough.